Welcome everybody to Jennerstown, PA, getting ready to go green flag here with the heat races to set race number 7 for Division 2. Don't forget, right after this race we have Division 1 coming up as well. So, 2 25-lap heats for both divisions, and we're going to let qualifying be completely random. So, 25 laps last week at Riverside, we went 30 laps. Tonight it's 25. And we're going to see who is going to make it in. So, in this race, we only have 31 drivers that can make it in. Wow, look at that. Justin Lightning yet again will start first. Last week at Riverside, he started first. He won his heat race. And again tonight, he is going to start first. So, the number 10, Justin Lightning, looking pretty good so far. Beside Justin, we have got the 23, that's Andrew Williams. He does not have a win yet this season. He is hoping for a win. That next row, that's the 35 of Carson Spletzer, who needs to have a good finish tonight. He wrecked out early at Riverside. He was taken out, and then he also wrecked under caution, and it took him out of the race. He starts third. 25 laps, he should be able to make it in. Beside him, it's the 53 of Gabe Dordes. The next row, we've got the 2, that is David Johnson. Beside the 2 is the 20 of Nathan Ormond. Real quick, going back to the 35. So next season, season number 4, Theo Spletzer, he is planning on opening a Division 2 team. And that is going to be for Meta Sports Racing. And Carson Spletzer could be a possible candidate for that team. So we're going to have more on that. The next row, 2 rows behind Carson, we have got the 25 of Pablo West. Beside him, that's the 36 of Rena Nysip. And I'm actually sorry, I had said the second place starter was Andrew Williams. That is Logan Williams. Back here, that red, white, and black car, that is Andrew Williams. That's the 34. Beside him, the 33 of Dave Benjamin Jr. Got the 44 of Chase Harris. Got the 58 of Armin Martinez. Got the 30 of Dale Lightning. He was involved in that early crash last week at Riverside with Carson. He did not make the main race. He is hoping to make it tonight. Got the 57 of Lance Bonifacio. He has 1 win this season. He is hoping to get a second one. He needs to qualify into the main. Starting deep in the field, we got the 19 of Mudkip Mitchell. Beside him, the 52 of Stephen Pollard III. The 01 Christian Capasano, the race winner last week at Riverside, the main race winner, won that race, finally got the win after 2 really hard weeks to swallow. Beside Christian is the 37 of Alvin Jones. He also has a win. We got the 28 of Benjamin Snyder, the 41 Eric Monaco. He was not at Riverside last week, along with the 27 of Shannon Lowe. Those 2 drivers will round out the final few positions. So this race, 25 laps, and the top, I believe it's 11 drivers, or I'm sorry, no. The top 16 drivers in this race will make the field. The second heat will be the top 15, so both of those together, that will make 31 drivers. Last week at Riverside, we only had 27 drivers that made it in, so 16 from this heat. You see, obviously, we have 21 drivers here in this field. So 5 drivers in this race are not going to make it.
Drivers.
So 25 laps, going to go by pretty quick. It could be about another 10 or 15 minute race, just like it was last week.
Drivers, start your engines.
Here we go, getting ready for the pace laps. Justin Lightning, the number 10. He has that lucky draw. Last week at Riverside, he got the lucky draw, and he got first place. Tonight, he does it again, so we'll see what happens. Tonight's going to be a really interesting race. Riverside last week was a little bit of a struggle for some drivers, for most. It was hard to pass. It was hard to stay on the bottom. But here at Jennerstown, it is a wide track for being a short track. And you are able to pass and be 3, even 4 wide at times. So I think we're going to see that a lot in this race. But this will set how tonight goes. Justin Lightning going to lead the field to the green flag. We are underway here at Jennerstown. Heat race number 1 for Division 2. Justin gets a great start right on the inside line. Carson fighting for second with Logan, who is on his outside. Back in the field, a little bit of 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Rena Nicep almost made it 4 wide underneath of Nathan. But they're 3 wide right in front of him. Up at the front, Carson Spletcher has taken second away from Logan Williams. Gonna try to go after Justin. All he has to do is finish this race. And he could possibly make it into the main and hopefully have a better race than he has had so far this season. See 3 wide still with Rena Nicep, Chase Harris, Gabe Dort is way up the track, almost in the wall. As the leaders are starting to pull away from these drivers here. Dale Lightning, he is making his way up towards the front. As Gabe Dort has started up in the top 5, and he is falling back quickly early on here. Back to the field, Lance Bonifacio has fallen all the way back. Dale Lightning almost spun out after contact with Gabe Dordes. Up at the front, Pablo West trying to take a position away from David Johnson. That is for 3rd. Carson up to 2nd. He is trying to catch Justin. Does not want Justin to have a second heat win this season. Lap number 6 out of 25. Pablo West failed to make the race last week. He is in 3rd place. If we go all the way back to the tail end of the field, let's see who is in and who is not. Right now, the 28, Benjamin Snyder, he is in. See, it's a big battle here between Alvin Jones, Benjamin, and Mudkip and Lance. The 37 and 57, they both have wins this season, so if they don't make it in, I mean, it's not too terrible for these drivers, but that 37 right now has the final transfer position. Behind him, it's Lance Bonifacio and Mudkip Mitchell as Benjamin Snyder going to get passed by Alvin. He is going to fall back a little bit. 4 wide in front of them. Alvin wisely backed off. You see last week's race winner, Christian Capasanda, up here as well. But these guys back here, they are racing really aggressively, trying to get into the transfer position. F53 Gabe Dordes falling back and continuing to fall back. Started up in the front. We thought he was going to make it into the main race. That is not the case. There's a huge battle still back here. Look at this 4 wide now. Eric Monaco goes down low. Armin Martinez and Gabe hit each other, and they're going to save it. They are not going to wreck. Not yet. 41, Eric Monaco trying to get into a position to make the race. One of the sponsorless drivers in this race, Shannon Lowe, is back there in last. Go back up at the front of the field. You see a battle for second with Pablo West taking the position away from Carson. Now remember, where you finish in your heat race is where you start. So this is determining the inside line for the main race. And Carson right now falling back. I mean, you want to finish in the top 16 in this race, but you also want to finish as high up as you can. Because right now, if the 20 gets past Carson, Carson would start 9th compared to 3rd. He was running 2nd, that would yield a 3rd place starting position. But there's not a lot of laps left. Carson now, single file. He ducks down behind Nathan Ormond. Nathan did not make the race last week, so it's great to see him up here in the top 5. Pablo S. trying to catch Justin Lightning. Justin could possibly have his 2nd pole in a row. See, Dave Benjamin, he has fallen back. It does not look like he is going to make the main race. 53 of Gabe Dordes. He has fallen outside of the top 16. Gabe running back in 17th. That means he is not in a transfer position at the moment. Right in front of him, Benjamin Snyder, Mudkip Mitchell, both drivers trying to hold their position and make the main race. Christian Capasanda, Lance Bonifacio, they're battling with each other. Rena Nicep as well back here, the 36, just trying to hold on as well. Renan finished, I believe, second last week, or in the top 5. Great finish for the 36. In danger right now, trying to stay up in front of the top 16. See Dale Lightning, the points leader, is in the race. Up front, there's a battle for the lead. Pablo West has caught Justin Lightning. Pablo started off his season winning the Figure 8 Winners Invitational race. And ever since then, he really has not had any good results. Here he is battling for the lead with Justin Lightning. Last week at Riverside, we did not see any lead changes. Justin was able to start first and finish first. But Pablo West now taking the lead with 6 laps to go. This time by, going to be 5 to go. Justin going back down underneath of Pablo, trying to take the lead back from the 25. 5 laps to go. If you look at the top right, the top 16 drivers, they are in the race. In the main race they qualify in, so keep your eye on that. 11 drivers going to be going home tonight in total for Division 2. 4 laps to go here at Jennerstown. It has been a great race. A lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of passing. Pablo West has the lead. Justin falling back to second. Three laps to go. Benjamin Snyder still holds on to 16th position. We look back here, and there's no battle at all for the transfer spot, so Armand Martinez, Mudkip Mitchell, Eric Monaco, Dave Benjamin Jr., and Shannon Lowe looks like they are not going to make the race. And the 25, Pablo West, pulling away from Justin Lightning now. Pablo going to come out at turn number 4. He is going to get the white flag. 1 more lap to go in heat number 1. Carson Spletzer, he has fallen back. He has fallen all the way back to 6th, but he is in a transfer position, so that 35 will make it in. Same with Pablo West. Failed to make the race last week. And Pablo West off of turn 4 will win the first heat of the night. Top 16 drivers make it into the main race. So you see, unfortunately, Armand Martinez, Mudkip Mitchell, Eric Monaco, Dave Benjamin Jr., and Shannon Lowe. They will not be in the main race. Everyone else will start on the inside line. Pablo West wins the race. Justin Lightning had the race won, we thought, but could not quite do it. So stay tuned. We are going to get set for heat number 2 for Division 2. And then after that, we will switch over to Division 1 and see what happens there. We'll be right back with more action here at Jennerstown. And we are back here at Jennerstown for Division 2, getting ready for heat number 2. So the starting lineup is completely random, and we are just going to take you right to the race. Saw Pablo West win the first race, the first heat. And it looks like the 84 of Zach Cronin will be the pole sitter. Alright, so the 84 of Zach Cronin, he will start first. Beside him, it's the 77, Billy Natevio. He won at Texas. He's already in the chase for the championship. However, he starts second, so great to see that for him. The 76, Cameron Selko, starting third. He did not make the race last week. Beside him, it's the 87, Joseph West. And we remember what we said last week. Aiden North, he lost his Adobe sponsorship. Aiden's teammate here, Joseph, he still has Adobe as a sponsorship. He starts fourth. Back in fifth place, Muhammad Abdullah, the number 97. Beside him, the 61 of Emmanuel Gonzalez. Then we've got the 70 of Charlie Davenport. The 60, that is Ryan Sieg racing for Cody Higginbotham. Ryan and Cody work together. Well, Cody works for Ryan, and Cody right now is injured. He is set to hopefully return after Talladega, which is next week. 78 of Logan Nye. He had a great run last week. Almost got his first win. Starting beside him, it's the 75 of Eric Jacks. Then we've got the 85, Vincent David. Beside Vincent is the 91 of Marion Tolentino. We've got the 93 of Manoa Dane. He has 2 wins this season, trying to get his way into another Division 2 race. Beside him, the 66 of Matty Thurman. Got the 71 of Dylan Eberheimen. The 81 of Ada North still has Hertz as his sponsor, so he is not a sponsorless car yet. That's great to see that. Got the 82 of Lorenz Maga. The 88 of Alex Johnson. He had said earlier this week he is actually going to be opening up a second car for Sisolak Racing. They're going to, Exalta is going to sponsor this new car, not the number 88. So we're not sure what Alex is going to be running next season, if he'll be running Exalta as well, or if he's going to have another sponsor. We'll have to update you guys more on that. Got the 64 Mitchell Collins, the 83 Arthur Xavier, and the 90 of Kyle Brown, who missed the heats last week. So here we go, heat number 2 set. We are awaiting the command to start the engines, and we will get underway here after that.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, the command to start the engines. Here we go. We're going to start the pace lap. Zach Cronin missed the race last week. He was one of 15 drivers who had missed the race. He starts first tonight here at Jennerstown, so let's see. Hopefully this 84 team, they can stay up front. Joseph West as well, that number 87. He had a great run last week. Cameron Selko, he was injured earlier this season. He basically needs to qualify into the main and also get a win if he wants a shot at the chase. So the field coming down, turns 3, exiting turn 4. Zach Cronin will lead the field to the green flag. And we are now underway for heat number 2 in Division 2 here at Jennerstown. Green flag in the air. Zach got a great start just like the first heat. You see the second place driver, Cameron Selko, taking second place away already. They're 3 wide behind them. Billy Natevio trying to hold on the outside. Not a lot of grip up there. Once you get into that third lane, it's really slick. Everyone in the back checking up and stacking up. Cameron Selko takes second place away. Look at Charlie Davenport trying to get past the 97. Looks like there might be a little bit of contact back here. A lot of 3 wide racing. 4 wide now. Aiden North on the outside. Matty Thurman, the 66, way up top. We saw a lot of 3 wide racing early in the first heat. A lot of side-by-side racing up here at the front of the field as well. Way up the track in the back of the field. I'm not sure who that was. I think it might have been, the 91 of Marion Tolentino. Everyone kind of singled out now. Double file, single file. Race leader pulling away. Cameron Selko trying to hold on to second. He's got the 97, Muhammad Abdullah, all over the back bumper. Haven't seen a caution yet tonight. I'm not sure if we'll see one tonight or not. A lot of great racing, though. And Muhammad Abdullah all over the back of Cameron. He has a faster car right now. Cannot get past that 76. There he goes. He has the advantage now on the inside. Muhammad Abdullah going for second. He will take second place away. Charlie Davenport back here trying to hold off Joseph West. Cameron trying to hold on that outside line. Can't quite do it. Back here, Manoa Dane falling back. He's on the outside. Ryan Sieg now is going to take the 10th place away in that number 60 car. Manoa Day now on the outside of 3 wide. Arthur Xavier, the 83, tried to make it 3 wide again, but he falls back. Manoa Dane has to be careful. He might fall out of the top 16, or top 15, that is. And he could possibly not qualify for the main race. Remember, the top 15 in this heat race will qualify. The first heat race, the top 16 qualify. This one, the top 15. So we'll have 6 drivers going home tonight. Kyle Brown at number 90. He is falling way back. Not having a good run early here at Jennerstown. As Zach Cronin, he is pulling away. Muhammad Abdullah trying to catch him, but he is almost a second and a half back. Oh, and caution flag out. Oh, the 82, Lorenz Maga is around. And it doesn't look like anyone else has damage, but caution flag just short of the halfway point. That's going to stack things up. Lorenz Maga, the 82, was running in 13th. So Lorenz now is not in a transfer position. Number 82 was the driver that wrecked Carson Splitzer and Dale Lightning last week. And Lorenz now out of the transfer position. So we'll have to see what happens there. Nobody coming down pit road for fresh tires. Let's go ahead and see what happened for this first caution. So we are approaching the halfway point of this race already. Well, it's pretty clear there. Obviously, the 82, Lorenz Maga, gets turned by the 83 of Arthur Xavier. Not a lot of damage done there. Lorenz will definitely be able to get back in this race. But he does have some rear damage. You see that damage right there. I don't think it's really going to hurt you too much. Last week at Riverside, we saw Jackson Kelsey get his first win with a damaged race car. And it was anything but clean. So we're past the halfway point. We're going to have a mad dash to the finish for this one. Zach Cronin still the race leader. Muhammad Abdullah has a really good shot now of possibly taking the lead on this restart. He is right there with the 84. The 84 started out front, so we'll see if Zach can hold on and get the win. Now this is for the outside line starting positions. So if you win this race, you start second. If you're second in this race, you start fourth, and so on and so forth, all the way back to 30th position. Drivers that do not make the heats, they will get points, provisional points, based on where they finished in the heat races. So it's not a total loss if you don't make the race. Looks like we are going to have 10 laps to go. I believe the pace car will be turning off the pace lights. Yep, and there they go. So next time, actually, wait, is it next time by? Let's see. No, we're going to have 9 laps to go from what it looks like. Pace lights are still on, so we'll see a little bit longer of a caution than what I thought it was going to be. Don't miss tomorrow night the Division 2 and the Division 1 main races here at Jennerstown. They will be live. Well, they'll be premiered, but you know what I mean. See who gets the next win. If we'll have another repeat winner here in Division 2 or a possible new winner as the pace lights are off. So next time by, we'll be going back to green flag. It will be 9 laps to go here on the restart. Don't miss after this race. We've got the Division 1 heat races, and they could be pretty wild. We saw pretty wild races last week. The Division 1 main race was just absolute carnage. 14 cautions in that race. Only 1 caution in the Division 2 main race. So far tonight, we've had one caution. That was with the 82 of Lorenz Maga being spun out. Zach Cronin, the 84, going to lead the field back to the green flag, and we are underway here at Jennerstown. 9 laps to go, and that 97 did not get a good start. Zach Cronin already pulling away. Charlie Davenport, Joseph West right on the back bumper of that 97. Single file all the way to the back of the field. See Charlie looking for second. Muhammad gonna lose that position. Still mainly single file all the way back. Right here, the 64 Mitchell Collins, the 61 of Emmanuel Gonzalez, now Ada North, and they are battling for the final transfer position. Ada North, I believe, is out of it. That number 81, he lost one of his main sponsors. He's running in 16th. He needs to get past that 64 of Mitchell Collins if he wants to be in the race. Up front, the 84, Zach Cronin pulling away yet again. Charlie Davenport took second away. Joseph West running in third. 97 of Muhammad Abdullah, he is falling back. I think he'll be all right, though. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to stay in the top 15. See Logan Nye trying to get in on this action. As up front, it's still single file. A lot of battling happening up here. Ada North still trying to get past Mitchell Collins. He needs to time it pretty well if he wants to make it 3 wide further up. Cameron Selka was way up the track. And we might not even be done seeing cautions yet. We could see another one the way they're racing. Manoah Dane, Vincent David trying to hold on. Just a few more laps to go for these drivers. Manoah Dane now on the outside. He might get passed by Mitchell Collins. The race leader, Zach Cronin, going to take the 2 to go point this time by. He's going to have white flag next time. But the race is back here. Ada North gets past Manoah Dane for the final transfer position. Can he hold on? Vincent David now falling back. Here comes the 75 of Eric Jacks. Big battle for the final transfer position. The 97's into the wall. Muhammad Abdullah wrecking. Caution flag is out on the last lap. Zach Cronin took the white flag, but he is under the yellow flag. Muhammad Abdullah, the 97, was in the top 10. And now he is running in 21st. Muhammad Abdullah, he will miss the main race for the 2nd time in a row. And that actually worked out really well for Manoah Dane. He was almost going to get passed by Eric Jacks. Manoah will hold on to the final transfer position. He will finish in 15th. And for some reason, we're stopped on the track. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. Everybody stopped on the track. Oh, wait. Well, Zach Cronin apparently put everybody a lap down. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Don't know what's going on there. But anyway. So the top 15 drivers in this race make it to the main. Eric Jacks, unfortunately, he fell out of the top 15. Could not get past Manoah Dane. Let's actually go back and look at that. I want to see just how close that was coming to the checkered flag. See, there's Eric Jacks, Manoah Dane, and Ada North. And, I mean, it was about as close as you could think about. About a car length between the 93 and the 75. Let's look at Muhammad Abdullah, who was running in 10th place. Not sure what happened. They were 3 wide up at the front of the field. And it looks like... Oh, he actually almost got into Billy Natevio and spun him out. So Muhammad Abdullah making a very bad mistake, and he will not make the main race. Very unfortunate. So, 2 cautions in the Division 2 Heat 2 race. None in the first heat. We are going to switch over to Division 1. We'll be right back in a few moments. 2 heat races for them. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Jennerstown, everyone. We are getting ready for the Division 1 heat races. Qualifying again is completely random. And look at this. What a very interesting interesting race here. You still see the scoring ticker from the heat from the Heat 2 races from Division 2 up at the top. Those will go away here shortly. So Chris Spletzer, after having a really bad week last week, he was not in the main race. He starts first tonight here in Division 1 for the first heat. Beside him, the 14, Jackson Kelsey, the race winner at Riverside last week, starting in second. We got the 16, Sahara Rocha, the 2 of Brian Lancaster. The 11, normally piloted by Callie Hancock, it is now piloted by Philip George, the number 11 car here. He is making his first start as Callie is out with a broken wrist. She is said to be able to return to Talladega, which is next week. Beside Philip, we've got the 17 of Alexander Jones. We've got the 02 Logan York, the 10 of Bryson Bannister. He did not make the main race last week, starting up in the top 10. 18 of Mike Afton, you got the 00 Tony Hernandez, who also missed the race. The 7 of Reese Splitzer. He is said to be starting a Division 2 team next season. He is going to possibly have Carson Splitzer in the other car, the second car, with his team. So more on that update at a later time. Beside him, the 9 of Bruce Zero. You got the 4 Robbie Bannister, who also missed the race last week at Riverside. Beside him, the 5 of Sam Adoskin. Got the 15 of Colby Harris, the 08 Carl Hernandez. Carl ended up winning at Texas earlier this season. Got the 8 of Ron Jackson, the 21 of Kyle Vickers. Both of them did not make the main race last week. Got the 12 Brendan Hancock, the 13 Colin Murphy. And starting last is the 1 of Cole DeMarco. So the 3 of Chris Spletzer has to be really excited, really happy for this race. Starting first. See if he can hold on for 25 laps. Now remember, this is for the pole position. So if you finish first in this heat race, you have the pole position for the main races tomorrow night. We've only seen one heat so far where the pole winner, or the pole sitter in this heat race, or any heat races, have actually kept the lead all race long. So we'll see if Chris can do that. He possibly could get the pole and maybe have a good run. He is hoping to get a win. Last week, Noah Kim, an affiliate of Chris Spletzer, ended up winning his heat race, started second, finished second in that race. Green flag in the air. Look at this, Jackson Kelsey on the outside gets a great start. Side by side, almost cleared Chris in the first turn. They're still side by side. Chris Spletzer trying to clear the 14 of Jackson Kelsey. Jackson holding on pretty well on the outside. We're still double file. Chris now getting the advantage going into turn 1 for lap number 2. Top 16 drivers in this race will advance. Sahara Rocha now trying to take second away from Jackson. Jackson going to shut the door on her. Behind him, 3 wide, Brian Lancaster way up the track. Philip George and Alexander Jones are there as well. A lot of racing back here. This is right up here in the top 5. 3 wide, almost 4 wide up here. These drivers, I don't think they're going to be able to make it too much longer. Chris Spletzer continuing to lead 3 wide, nearly 4 wide, and nearly hitting each other off the turn. Now they are 4 wide. Robbie Bannister right beside Bryson. He is in a transfer position. Top few drivers now starting to pull away. A lot of action back here. Alexander Jones, Brian Lancaster falling back. Up at the front of the field, Chris Spletzer has taken the lead and pulling away, trying to stay up at the front as long as he can. Behind him, Jackson Kelsey trying to hold off Sahara Rocha. Jackson won the main event last week at Riverside, trying to get another win. He has been very dominant as of late. Look at the back of the field here. Still 3 and 4 wide. Nearly some contact with Colin Murphy and Tony Hernandez. The one of Cole DeMarco, he has worked his way into a transfer position. He started last. Sam Oskin, he has fallen all the way back. Carl Hernandez, race winner at Texas. He is not in a transfer position. Sam Oskin back to last place. Behind the race leader, there is a battle for second. Sahara Rocha, Jackson Kelsey battling. Jackson trying to qualify into the main race again. Side-by-side battling, definitely helping Chris Spletzer. He had a half a second lead this last time by. And this time now he has a little over a half a second. And Chris trying to get to the end of this race. We're nearly halfway in this event. The 3 wide has stopped, and now we're mostly single file. Sahara Rocha running in second. Chris Spletzer kind of up the track. He's in the middle of the track. I'm not sure. It's kind of working for now for him. See if Sahara can get up to the number 3 or if Jackson can get past Sahara. Philip George running back here in 4th. He's having a pretty good day running this number 11 car. I talked to Brendan the other day. He said that he thinks Callie probably could have run this race, but they want to let her heal up a little bit before Talladega. Obviously, Callie very good at the super speedway tracks. Both of her victories in her career have come at Daytona. No victories yet at Talladega, but with 2 super speedway victories, you definitely want to have your driver there. So, Callie resting up this week. We are over halfway in this race. Chris Spletzer still the race leader. The gap is about the same. In the back of the field, Tony Hernandez, he has fallen back to last. Samet Oskin has definitely rallied up a little bit. Samet, though, not running too well, running in 18th. Right now, the 16th place driver, Reese Spletzer, has the final transfer position. Behind him, that is the number 9, a Bruce Zero. Bruce has not missed a race yet in his career since joining the All-Star Offline Racing Series. He has been in every single race, and tonight he might break that streak. He might not be in the race. Reese Spletzer just trying to hold on. Carson Spletzer was able to qualify in, so we'll see if Reese and Chris are able to get into the main race. Chris still out front. Laps are winding down, 10 to go. This time by 9 to go. Jackson still all over the back of Sahara Rocha. Trying to take that second place away. Every position does matter. This is for the entire inside starting line. So the further back you are, if you make the race, you're going to be in really deep traffic at the beginning of the main race. You see here, Reese Spletzer trying to go on the outside. That might hurt him, though. Here comes the 9 of Bruce Zero. This still is for the final transfer position. That number 7 has it. The number 9 definitely wants it, but they're side by side in front of these drivers. Outside line, not too terrible, but you just cannot stay up there. And Reese Spletzer now going past, trying to get past the 21, Kyle Vickers. That's going to put Reese in 15th position. And now the 9 of Bruce Zero going to try to get past Kyle Vickers. Kyle might fall back to 17th position. He'll be 1 position out. Meantime, this time by 5 laps to go. Chris Spletzer has led every lap. We've been green the entire way. He has opened the gap almost to a full second over Sahara Rocha. A lot of side-by-side behind them. Division 1, Heat 1. Chris Spletzer trying to get the pole for the race. Now, if you get the pole here at this track, even though it's just from a heat race, that does count as a pole. So next season, Chris Spletzer, if he wins this race, will be in the shootout. Same with anyone else who wins any of the heat races. Let's go all the way to the back here. The 9 Bruce Zero did get past Kyle Vickers. And now the 21 of Kyle trying to get into the transfer position. He does not have too long until the race is over. Chris Fletcher still leading this time by. He is going to get the white flag. Sahara has closed the gap just a little bit. Jackson has fallen back to a 2.5. Chris Fletcher going to take the white flag this time by. One more lap to go for Chris. Chris Fletcher just has 2 more corners to maneuver. If he can do that and hold off the 16 of Sahara Rocha, he will be the pole sitter for tomorrow night's main race. And off of turn 4, Chris Fletcher will get his first win. It comes in a heat race, but that is still all right. Chris Fletcher will advance to the final race. The 9 of Brew Zero will keep his streak alive by competing in every race in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. He will finish in 16th. Unfortunately, Kyle Vickers, Brian Lancaster, Alexander Jones, Sam Adoskin, and Tony Hernandez will not make the race. So a lot of action already. Chris Fletcher going to have the pole for tomorrow night's Division 1 race. Let's go ahead and get set for Division 2, or for Heat 2 for Division 1. We will be right back with some more action here at Jennerstown. The final heat coming up. We are back here at Jennerstown. Division 1 Heat 2 getting ready to be underway. We saw Chris Fletcher get his first heat win, the first race he has ever won here in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. And tonight, the 50 now in Heat 2 for Division 1. She is the pole sitter. That is Lauralee Wiebe, the number 50. Starting beside her, the 44, Equan Hazim. Then we've got the 54, Noah Kim. He ended up winning last week in his heat race. Ended up finishing second in the Division 1 race. So, starting third tonight, he is looking pretty strong already. He was pretty quick at Riverside. See if he can do it tonight here at Jennerstown. Beside him, the 51, Foxy Pirate. We got the 55, Bean Wiebe, and Destiny Borg, the 99, starting up near the front. Got the 86, Nottingham Scott. He missed last week's race. Beside him, the 45 of Osman Hamid. It's funny, we got Project Cars and iRacing beside each other. Got the 75, Andy Rollo. Beside him, the 39, Jacob Britt. The 26, Daniel Voiles. We have the 6 of Skylar Rocha. The 73, Carter Joey, who missed the race last week. The 22, Jeremiah Dwayne, starting beside him. Got the 95, Tavis Haken, and the 24 of Matt Pichot. Both drivers missed the main race. Got the 56, Ricky Freeman Jr., the 96 of Jeff Light. Got the 38 of Axel Zero, the 94, Hunter Blade, and the 48 of Ryan Benjamin, starting in the back of the field. Cole DeMarco had started last in the first heat race tonight for Division 1, and he finished 10th, so Ryan Benjamin has his work cut out for him, but he possibly could get up into the transfer position. Now, unlike the first heat, this heat race right here is only for the top 15 drivers. If you finish 16th or worse, you do not make the main race. And what's going on here? The 44 going down low. Equan Hazim has a mechanical failure or a tire down. He's on the inside. The entire outside line is going to move up one position now. So Equan Hazim getting off to a horrible start. He is going to come down pit road. Foxy Pirate now is going to start the race second. We'll have to follow up with the 44 and see what happens. See if he can get back out in the race. Green flag in the air. Lauralee Wiebe going to lead the field to the green. Look at this. Lauralee way up the track. Noah Kim down low. Noah going for second. Fox is staying up top. But whoa, we got 3 wide. Bean Wiebe around into the wall. Oh, no. And Bean Wiebe already caution flag out. That's going to help Equan Hazim. I think he's still in pit road. Man, oh man. And Noah Kim will take second place. Oh, no, he doesn't actually. Noah Kim's still back in third. Equan Hazim still on pit road. Unfortunate for Bean Wiebe, a ton of damage on his car. Bean started in the top 5, and he is now running in 20th position. And Bean possibly might not make the race. This is a driver who needs to make every race, and whoops, like almost fell out of my chair. Bean needs to make every race this season. He needs a win desperately, and if he does not make this race, then this is not going to be good for him. Let's watch the start. Nottingham Scott got a huge start. Tried to go down low, tried to make it 3 wide in the first turn, and he makes it 3 wide here. He goes down low, and Bean had nowhere to go. He went up and hit the 45, I believe it was, of Osman Hamid, possibly, I think. Look at it this way. Yeah, it was the 45 Osman Hamid. So, I mean, Nottingham went down low. Bean, I guess, out of, I don't know. I don't know what he did that for. I think he just did that. He did not want Nottingham to spin him out. And that unfortunately messed Bean up. Man, oh man. The 44 Equan Azim is back in this race. He is 1 lap down. Equan Azim needs a miracle to happen. He needs to get past the 50 of Laura Lee Weeby on the restart and maybe get a couple cautions. Bean Weeby definitely needs some caution flags to come out if he wants any shot of making the main race. He does have teammate Laura Lee Weeby, though, leading this race. So as an owner, you can't be too terribly mad. But Tavis Aiken, the other driver on his team, not in the main race right now. He's running in 16th. See right there, 94 of Hunter Blade. Right now, he has the final transfer position. Pace light's still on the pace car. So 2 more times around, we should be going back to green. This will be the first time that we have a lap car on the inside line, so not sure how that's going to work. And the funny thing is, Equan was supposed to start second. Laura Lee was supposed to start first. Laura Lee now going to be on the outside where Equan would have started this race. Equan going to be down low, so we'll see if Equan has a fast car. He might be able to get past Laura Lee, get a caution quick, and get back in this race. So the pace lights are off on the pace car. Equan Hazim going to be on the inside for this restart. Top 3 drivers, they are still running where they started. Actually, I think the top 5 are. Will we get another caution, or will we go till the end of the race without a caution? Equan Hazim going to try to get his lap back. That 44 does not get a good start. That could be a huge issue for the 51 or the 54, depending on where the 44 is entering the first 2 turns. Pace cars in. Laura Lee Weeby going to lead the field to the green flag. And we are back underway here at Jennerstown. And just like I thought, the 51 going to be up top. Noah Kim now going to go for second place. And Noah Kim will definitely get the second place position away from the 51. Noah Kim now running in second. He finished second at Riverside last week in the main race. He won his heat race. Right now running in second. Laura Lee Weeby running first. Equan Hazim between first and second. Foxy Pirate trying to get past Noah Kim. He's right on the back bumper of that 54. Back here, Nottingham Scott was pretty aggressive early in this race on the first lap. And here he is on the outside line now, falling back. Look at the tail end of the field. Bean Weeby, unfortunately, falling back. I don't think he's going to be able to make it up here. He needs a caution. Or even a few cautions. I don't know if he'll get it, though. Laps are winding down. Laura Lee has a half a second lead over Noah Kim. Wouldn't this be something for Noah Kim if he could get another heat race win? Starting up at the front of these at the front of the field in these races, that is huge at these short tracks. Noah Kim trying to get past Equan. He put the bumper to the 44, and the 44 goes way up the track. Equan now has the 50 in his sights. Noah Kim going to try to go for a second heat win in a row. Noah Kim running in second. Laura Lee Wiebe out front. A lot of battling back here in the back of the field. Where was it? Up here, actually. Destiny Borg trying to get past Nonigan Scott. Back of the field, Bean Wiebe battling with Ricky Freeman Jr. Final transfer position right now is the 26 of Daniel Voiles. Right here, that's actually this battle right here. Tavis Haken, he's around that. Ryan Benjamin, he's made his way into the top 15. 73 of Carter Joey right now, not in the... Oh, they make some contact there. 26 and 73. Tavis Haken way up the track. He is going to fall out of the top 15. He hits the wall. And with the way these guys are racing, I would not count Bean Wiebe out of the race yet. There he is. He's still running pretty far back in the field, but he is right with these guys. Up at the front, Equan Zim gets past Noah Kim again. Equan still a lap down. So Noah Kim pretty far back, about a second behind Laura Lee. Laura Lee has 10 laps to go in this heat. She started first. She's led every lap so far. Back here, 3 and almost 4 wide. Tavis Haken falling all the way back, one of Bean Wiebe's teammates. Oh, they go way up the track. Axel Zera now getting past Bean and Tavis. Final transfer position is the 73 of Carter Joey. Up here, though, 3 wide, and they're still bouncing off of each other. Destiny Borg has fallen back. She almost gets clipped by the 51 of Foxy Pirate. A lot of racing back here. They're trying to stay in the top 15. These drivers keep coming up through the field, and I don't know. I think we're going to see another caution before this thing is over. We possibly could. Destiny now falling back. She might be out of the top 15 soon. Right now running in 15th. Here comes the 94 of Hunter Blade. He is running in 16th. He is not in a transfer position. Hunter Blade would love to get past one of these drivers. Foxy Pirate started up at the front of the field. He's on the outside now. Hunter Blade going to look underneath that 51. Try to get into the final transfer position. Back at the front of the field, Laura Lee Wiebe leading this race. Equan Zim might unlap himself. If he gets past that 50, that could open the door up for these drivers back here. Look at that 22, Jeremiah Dwayne, out of nowhere. He is up in the top 5, running in 4th. Behind him, Andy Rollo running in 5th. Three laps to go. Laura Lee Wiebe trying to stay out front. She has a nice sized lead, about a second ahead of Noah. But that number 44 lurking right back in the shadows. Back for the 15th place position, the 94. Hunter Blade has that position. Carter Joey almost got wrecked by Destiny. Now Ricky Freeman Jr. not in a position. He is going to try to get the position away from Carter or from Hunter, and the white flag in the air. Oh, and the 44 Equan Zim gets past Laura Lee Wiebe. Laura Lee, though, has such a huge lead, and that's not going to affect her at all. Laura Lee Wiebe out of turn number 4, and she is going to get the checkered flag here at Jennerstown. Final heat of the night. Noah Kim, great string of finishes. First in his heat last week at Riverside, second in the main race, second in the heat race here at Jennerstown. See if he can get a good finish in the main race. Hunter Blade, he beats out Ricky Freeman Jr., Foxy Pirate, Tavis Haken, Axel Zero, Bean Wiebe, and Equan Zim for the final transfer position. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. The Division 1, Division 2 races, back-to-back, just like last week. Should be a lot of fun. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. And there you see the rest of the starting lineup for these drivers. Some drivers that did not make the field last week are in this race. Should be a lot of fun. So the front row going to be Chris Spletzer and Laura Lee Wiebe leading us down to the green flag tomorrow night here in Division 1. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow night. Hope to see you there.